Hello everyone, this is Palkshi Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Have a look at this coat once again. It's a coat with dolman sleeves. I hope that you like the design. This is the same coat I attached the hood to. Today we'll be working with the same coat. I'll make a semi-coat on the basis of this one. There will be a wrap over on the front. I will show you how to make such collars. It will start pretty low. This is where the first button will be attached. You can wear the collar this way or close it. You can also wear it with a scarf. This is not a winter coat. I've already told you that I bought a lot of this fabric. I want to show you several tutorials about coats and different useful details for them. I think that when this coat is ready, I'll show you one more. I'm not sure yet. I'll definitely show you how to line this one. I need to turn this coat into a semi-coat. First, I need to measure the length of the coat. Put the beginning of the measuring tape on the shoulder seam to do it. I don't want the coat to be too long, but I don't want it to be too short either. It shouldn't look like a jacket. I'll make the coat 80 centimeters long. You may think that it's pretty hard to make such coat, but actually it's not. I remind you that I'm making a semi-coat on the basis of the coat which I already had. You need to make it on the basis of a pattern and make it of the needed length. This coat is too long, so I need to make it shorter. After that, I'll start making a collar. I decided to show you this technique once again, for you to be able to make such collars without any problems. I don't want you to use ready-made patterns for making collars. It's not easy to make such collars, so I'll show you this technique again and again. I remind you that this is just a mock-up. I'm making the coat 84 centimeters long. Do not forget to add 4 centimeters for an overcast. First I need to make the seam stronger. After that, I'll start making a collar. Have a look here. The neckline in this coat is pretty wide. Let me measure it. The half is 12 centimeters wide. You can make it 10 centimeters wide. 12 centimeters would also be okay. You can wear a scarf in this case. Don't make tight necklines and garments which you plan to wear with scarves. I didn't want to waste time making another mock-up, so I decided to make a collar for this coat. First, I need to outline the front neckline. I drew this point to mark where the collar should start. You can draw it wherever you want. Make collars tighter or wider. It's up to you. This is how my collar is going to look like. You can sew anything you want. I'm just showing you the technique. I need to mark the shoulder seam. And then outline the front neckline. I don't need to measure or calculate anything. Just outline it for now. I don't want to make a big collar. I also don't want the angle to be sharp. You can make a collar of any shape and size you want. This is how mine is going to look like. Notice that I just outlined the front neckline and drew the tiny collar. Next, I need to mark the center back. Here it is. This distance is even to the half of the back neckline. Next, I need to move this point for 1.5 centimeters. Don't change the beginning of the collar. This is how this edge is going to look like now. From this point, the collar will go this way. I need to check if the details are accurate. I need to make this line just a bit longer. I'll make this part of the collar about 9 centimeters wide. Next, I need to connect these 2 points with a smooth, slightly biased line. It shouldn't be straight, and it shouldn't be round either. Please be very careful and attentive. I decided that the angle should be straight. I'll alter the line a bit. Have a look here once again. You can make this angle of any shape you want. This line copies the front neckline. I moved this point for 1.5 centimeters. This part is even to the back neckline. This is how wide the collar is going to be on the center back. It should be cut on a grain. This is how the collar is going to look like. This line should be smooth. Next, I need to cut the collar to continue working with it. I really hope that you find my tutorials useful. I want us to wear garments with collars. They are very beautiful. This is why I'm showing you the most simple ways for making different types of collars. I'll show you what to do next. This is the center back. It's pinned on a grain. You can cut and stitch the collar the way it is now. In this case, you will have to stretch the fabric a bit when steaming the collar. You need to do it in order for the collar to fit you well. I'm not going to do it. I'll make a couple of openings here instead. I'll show you what to do. I'm going to make 3 openings. I'm not saying that each cut should be opened for 1 centimeter. First, I need to pin the center back on a grain. Watch what I'm doing. I'll open each cut just for a couple of millimeters. I also want to show you how to make a coat with a stand collar. Notice that I opened each cut just for a couple of millimeters. Sometimes when I look at the ready-made coats, I feel really bad. I want us to be different and beautiful. I remind you that this is the center back. I need to add some for a seam here. I show you the most simple types of collars. I remind you that I'm making just a mock-up. This is why I don't add anything for the seams, except the ones I need for taking the collar to the coat. That's it. It took just about 5 minutes to make the collar. I'm turning a coat with a hood into the one with the collar. This is where the collar should start. Notice that the details match perfectly. When this coat is ready, I'll show you one more. When I pin the collar, I'll take it. I remind you that when taking the collars, you need to make 7 mm wide seams. Forget about 1 cm seams. I want you to learn to work accurately. The half of the collar is ready. I'll take the second one off the camera. Have a look at the coat. You can make a collar of any shape you want. Make it wider, tighter, bigger, smaller, lower, and so on. The best thing about this technique is that you're making a collar according to your neckline. There's no chance for the collar not to fit you well in this case. I remind you that I made this semi-coat out of the coat with the hood. Have a look at the dolman sleeves. Everyone can make such amazing coats with dolman sleeves. Such sleeves make the coat look pretty loose and the collar pretty elegant. Such coats would also look really good with the patch pockets. I've already showed you how to make them, so I'm not going to do it now. I showed you how to do it in the video about a pink jacket for my granddaughter Caroline. Watch the videos if you haven't done it yet. Notice that even though the coat is pretty loose, it's not baggy. I think that it looks pretty good. That's all for today. Remember that practice makes perfect, and don't be afraid of experiments. My name is Paukštė Irina. Subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, press a like and the bell buttons. Thank you. Goodbye.